Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like politicians have officially succeeded in dividing the people of this country. It looks like that message of politicians telling the people of this country that, guys, you are divided by skin color. Whether you like it or not, if you see a next person and that person has a different skin color from you, that person hates you, because this is how politicians talk about race in this country. Politicians, they will never encourage unity. Politicians, they will never encourage education amongst us, for us to know about each other, to know about our backgrounds, to know about where we come from, our value system, and everything. No, politicians and the media, guys, have worked so hard. Now it looks like their message has finally ascended and the people have finally accepted the message, because right now the people are doing the work of politicians on their behalf. If you remember, guys, in the past couple of days, South Africa has experienced a very weird weather, man. We have been experiencing weird weather for quite some time right now. It's heavy rains, it's hot, it's windy. This is what we are experiencing right now in South Africa. So recently, I will take it back to before Christmas. Recently, there were floods in KZN. And during those floods, man, you know that people lose their lives when there are floods, people lose their properties, people lose their homes. It's a very sad scenario, man. And the fact that we have the African National Congress that is failing to provide these people, man, with the basic needs is just to survive. The African National Congress, man, you know that even, I think, last year or 2 years back, KZN experienced the floods, man, and the people, man, have lost their homes since then. Many of those people, man, have never ever, like, nothing has been done for those people, man. And for KZN again to go again and to go through the floods again, man, and again they have lost people in the floods, man. You saw how people responded to those KZN floods, man. People were very empathetic. People were really sending out their message, sending their strength, man. You know, like being like we were just being South Africans, man, talking about, guys, man, the people of KZN, they need to be helped, man, because they need to be helped. They need that help. But unfortunately, man, we have the ANC in government, man. These people are simply gonna go there and start promising these people all sorts of things, but we know that they're not going to do anything for them. But now I'm talking about the general response from the public, man. You know, I was watching online, I was watching the videos that people were making online. I mean, people were really showing the people of KZN that, guys, we are with you. We know that, we know there may not be much that we can do, but we are with you. We can feel that what has happened to KZN, it is actually hurtful. You know that losing your home before Christmas, losing your home just before the year ends. Can you just imagine how those people are going to start their year in 2024? It's going to be hell. It's already hell for many of those families, man. If you think about it, many of those families are poor, and being poor and losing your property, man, you can just think how those people are actually going to survive. I cannot even see a way how those people are actually going to survive. So South Africans were actually hurt about these floods that keeps hitting KZN, and it looks like these floods, man, they know where poor people are situated, and they go there and making sure that the lives of the poor people, man, are destroyed even more. The general public was very empathetic to the people of KZN. I really love that, because the general public, it is our job to be empathetic towards each other. It is our job. But then the floods have decided to go to this one place that South Africans, especially majority of poor black people, hate, that is called Orania. Now the messaging is totally different. The same people that were sending videos and they were sending the post that were tweeting, talking about how hateful the floods and how sorry they are, and sending their condolences to the people of KZN. The same people, right now, they were talking about Orania, and they say that the people of Orania, they deserve this. This is the sentiment that I got from social media while I was online. This is the sentiment that I got, that, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, because, guys, you know, the floods are serious. Floods are serious business. If floods hit your neighborhood, man, you know that there's going to be damage, there's going to be death, there's going to be destruction. So the floods are a real serious business, man. So you don't take it light when you hear that Orania has experienced the floods, man. That is not something that you can just come out and say that, no, the people of Orania deserve that, man. So where do people actually get this? The politicians have actually succeeded in dividing the people of this country. They no longer have to spew such rhetoric. The people of this country, man, are helping the politicians in spewing such rhetoric. And I'm looking at this thing, And I'm looking at the fact that the people of Orania, you know, the people of Orania, man, I think today it's another day where I'm going to teach people about Orania, especially people who are not familiar with Orania, people who only hear about Orania when politicians are speaking about them. I wish they could see it on this video so that we can actually see what is happening in Orania, because guys, make sure that you're going to stick around. I'm going to play you a 15-minute documentary about Orania, especially to the people who are not so familiar with Orania. I mean, I know that as a black man, those people in Orania, they will never allow me in. And it's not like I care about entering Orania, man. So it's not like me vouching for Orania. I wanted to get in Orania, or I want to, no, I don't want anything to do with Orania, man. I just admire how these people do their things. The citizens of Orania, they are already working on fixing the infrastructure that was broken down by the floods. The people of Orania have already fixed some of the infrastructure that was broken down by the floods. This is why I tell people every day that, guys, you need to learn from Orania. I tell people every day that, guys, we need to learn from Orania. I tell black people each and every day that, guys, man, if you are a rational black person, man, who applies his mind before opening your mouth, you would know that what I'm saying is the truth. We need to start learning from Orania. The people of Orania, man, they didn't have to wait for the government to fix what is happening with their communities. They know that the government is not going to fix what is happening in Orania. So they are doing what they are known for, which is fixing everything that is wrong within Orania. We have people in South Africa that are not doing anything for the victims of KZN floods. These people are not even sending R1. These people are not even opening the GoFundMe pages so that we can donate these funds to the people that were affected by the floods in KZN. These people are not doing anything for their own people. And I'm talking about black people not doing anything for the other black people, man, who are experiencing the floods. The same people are coming online to say that the people of Orania, they deserve to have these floods. The people of Orania are going to survive. Orania is going to survive. These people, man, are going to fix their own town. This is what they do. It is not new to them. This is what they do. They always fix their town. We don't say, we don't look at Orania and start learning from Orania and start saying, man, these people, man, they have experienced the floods, but they are already on the ground working to fix their communities. We don't say anything about that, because why? We were told not to look at Orania, not to admire Orania, not to learn from Orania, not to even see Orania, to pretend like Orania doesn't exist in South Africa. But you can see what they are doing right now, and we have a same scenario right now. So how many people, how many average people right now in KZN, how many people right now in KZN, average people, man, are on the council helping the people to fix what is happening there? How many? How many people, man, have opened the GoFundMe pages, man, to help these people get the donations? How many people are actually pressurizing the government to actually fix or to provide some home for these people that were affected by the floods, man? How many people are actually doing that? Not so many. Not so many, man. Black people, man, are sitting there on the internet saying if the floods take place in KZN, man, that is the worst thing to ever happen in the world. But if the same floods go to Orania, man, the people of Orania, they deserve that, man. How can you say that? 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 Just because these people, man, that's because these people have, man, and everything about Orania, man, you know, one thing that really frustrates me about Orania is because the people of Orania didn't go there with the guns and started saying that we're going to shoot everyone who lives in this place, man. Everything that you see in Orania, man, everything was done with the okay of your government. Your same black government, your ANC government is the one that okayed this whole thing. Black people, men, are refusing to learn, man. They are refusing to learn. We have a same scenario right now. We have same scenario in KZN. We have the same scenario in Orania, man. You see the people of Orania, the average people of Orania, waking up each and every day, helping each other fix the damage that has taken place in their own town. Then you have black people, man, sitting back and not doing anything for their own people, being online, being meaningful, talking about how the people of Orania deserve this, man. How can you say the people of Orania deserve this? Simply because these people, man, have the values that you don't want it. Simply because these people will never allow you to enter their town. Why would people want to enter Orania? I see it like every day. People are making such a hoo-ha about people entering Orania. Why is it such a big deal about you entering Orania, man? Why is it such a big deal? People are acting like Orania right now everything they are doing, it was not okayed by the same black government. Everything that Orania is doing right now was okayed by the black government. This is the reason why Gaten Mackenzie told you guys that I went there to study there, because there's nothing illegal about Orania. Man, these people, man, were like, your government said that these people can have their own municipality, your own government said these people can have all of these things that they are having today. Your government is failing to provide you with that. Now you want to go and bash the people of Orania for actually doing the things legally. There's nothing illegal about Orania. There's nothing illegal about Orania. Your government okay that. Instead of going and bashing the people of Orania, I mean, you might as well go and bash your own people for okaying this whole thing to happen. Because if it wasn't for your government, man, these people wouldn't have this place. But your own government said it's fine and these people can go on and have this place. Now you have people that have been told by politicians that, guys, do not even look at Orania, do not study Orania, do not do anything that has to do with Orania. Guys, I'm telling you, as a black man, as a rational black man who applies his mind before opening your mind, you look at Orania, I don't care about entering Orania. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about entering Orania. But the fact that these people are self-sufficient, the fact that there's no unemployment, there's no crime. There is no crime in Orania. There is zero crime in Orania. The people in Orania, they sleep outside. They go to the vacations. They don't even lock their doors. But for some reason, we look at it as something not to learn. We look at it as something not to admire. We're like, no. These people are wrong simply because they say we are not welcome. You cannot come. If you're a black person, if you're a white person, like even white people cannot enter Orania. What do you mean? Even white people cannot enter Orania. But the messaging that I've saw with the floods in KZN and the floods in Orania, it really left me surprised. That how can people actually go online to say that other people, they deserve the floods? The gods have spoken, This is. I saw some Facebook page, and there's some Facebook page, this person said, let me see. You can see here, this person says, breaking news, Lord, we pray for more. Please, it's flooding in racist little European town called Orania. May the African gods do the work and uproot racism from its deep roots. These are the sentiments that you are getting from the people online. I'm not going to go through a lot of status or a lot of tweets, because these are the same sentiments that you are getting from the same people who are showing empathy to the people of KZN. So we how can I say? We are fucked up as a country. The politicians have succeeded. The people of this country, they are doing the bid for politicians. The politicians have actually succeeded in dividing the people of this country, You can see what the people are writing online. You can see that the politicians no longer need to talk about these issues, The people are there making sure that they talk on their behalf. And these are the people, that are listening to the politicians. These are the people that are the victims of the African National Congress. Many of these people that are online saying that the people of Orania deserve this, These people are unemployed, sitting at home doing nothing. Unemployed, they are online, running their mouth, talking about Orania deserving this, but their same government is failing to provide them with jobs, is failing to provide them with better education, and etc. and etc. and etc. This is where we are today. The people of this country, they are literally willing to sacrifice their own country because they want to play racial politics. The people of this country, this is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. They are willing to sacrifice their own country, People are willing to go online, I don't care. I don't care, I will never go online and say a certain family deserve to experience floods, I will never say there's a community in this country that I would say, these people, they deserve to have floods, I will never say that about any community, I will never say that about any community. Why? Because I understand, when people experience the floods, many things happen, People lose their livestock, people lose their vegetable gardens, people lose their homes, people lose everything. Can you imagine what happened with the people that have already bought the children for the clothes for children to start, the people that have already bought the stationery? And these people, majority of these people are poor, They had to go into their savings, or they had to go and borrow money so that they can have school fees, they can have stationaries. And now they have experienced the floods and the schools are reopening in 2 weeks. Can you even imagine what these people are going to go through? And for the people to use that, as a chance to actually go and say nasty things about Orania, people are actually using other people's misery to be online and to be entertaining? How can you use other people's misery to be online and entertaining, man? People, man, are feeling this thing. These things are happening in real time. Then you have people online, man. You have people online taking other people's misery, man, and using it as an entertainment. The politicians have succeeded, man. The politicians have succeeded. And I must say that the messaging that we got, man, especially from black people, man, during these floods, during the KZN floods and the Orania floods, man, the messaging that we got, man, I must say that is pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting, man. I would never do that. I don't see myself doing that. I don't see myself like saying other people deserve floods, man. No one deserves to experience floods in this country, man. No one deserves that. No one deserves that. The people of Orania, they are already working to fix their community. They are already working to fix their infrastructure. What happened with the Joburg explosions, man? Do you remember what is happening with the infrastructure in Joburg after the Joburg explosions? What's happening in Gauteng with those gas explosions? Did the ANC fix that? What happens right now? Because as black people, man, when we see people of Orania actually working to fix their own community, we should look at our government and say, guys, why are you not fixing some of these things? KZN have experienced horrific floods, I think last year or 2 years back. What have they done about that? What have they done about that? Instead of looking at these people and saying, man, these people are fixing their own community. These people are standing with each other next to next, man. They're standing with each other, helping with each other with everything, money, infrastructure, the cars and everything. These people are helping each other, trying to get out of this mess. Instead of us looking at that and looking at our government and saying, man, you need to be doing this. These people are already on the ground, man, fixing their infrastructure. How long do you think it's going to take for the African National Congress, man, to fix the mess that the floods has caused in KZN? How long do you think it's going to take? Do you think before the elections that the people that have experienced the floods right now would have houses, would have everything? Do you honestly think that? Instead of looking at these people and say, guys, we need a better government, a government that is very responsive, man, that is going to listen to the people. Because guess what? Next, what is going to happen, man? You're going to see the government of KZN going out and saying that, yeah, we are talking with the national government to provide the funds and the national health of disaster. Man, they're gonna give people so many speeches, and right now people don't need speeches. People need action, man. People have lost their homes. People have lost everything in this flood. Instead of look at what is happening, instead of saying, man, KZN and Orania, man, have experienced the floods at the same time. Look at what is happening with the floods in Orania and how the communities in Orania are responding, and look at what is happening in the floods that are taking place in KZN and how communities are responding to those floods that are taking place in KZN. This should be a teaching moment for us to sit and say, man, there's no way, this should be a teaching moment for us, but no, we still refuse to be taught by this moment. We still want to play the racist game. We still want to play that, okay, these people, man, are racist. They're not. We still want to play that. We still want to play that. Instead of looking at these things and be like, man, this is what we should be doing. This is how I wish my community would be like. I wished if something bad would happen to my community, man, my people would stand up. We would not wait for the government. All of us, we would stand up and help each other. This is not what we are doing as black people in this country. That's why today, as black people, we are living in the communities that are filled with illegal dumping cement. That's why our communities are stinking. They stink when you get in our communities, because every single corner you will find illegal dumpings. When we get inside the communities, you will find the sewage systems, man. You will find the sewage all over the streets, and there's nothing that we are doing as communities, man. We don't even host the meetings to say, guys, we need to stop this nonsense. We cannot live in a community that is filled with rubbish all over the place. We cannot live with a community that is filled with the sewages. This is not what we are saying as black people. We are okay as long as your home is okay, as long as you don't have rubbish in your yard, as long as your water system still works. You don't care about the next person. You don't care about the fact that that person, man, their water system is a mess. We have sewage all over the street. You don't care about the fact that in that corner, man, there's a family that lives near where you people dump. You people dump everywhere. You dump near people's homes. You don't care about people's children. You don't care about the health of those people who live near those places where you people dump. You don't care about those. You don't care. You only care about you. As long as you don't have rubbish in your home, as long as your water system works fine, it's okay. That's why we live in this kind of situations. That's why we live in this kind of situations in our neighborhoods. This is exactly why. We don't care about our communities. We don't. And we are trying to bash the people who are doing everything to protect their community. Instead of saying, okay, we can learn from these people, man, and actually protect our community the same way these people are protecting their community. No, we are choosing to bash the people who are protecting their own community while we are ignoring our own community. There's something wrong, man. There has to be something wrong with us as black people in this country, man. There really has to be something wrong with us. Go to every single township, man, right now. Go to every single township, man. Go to every corner. The townships are stinking, man. It's illegal dumpings, man. People, they don't care. They don't care that where they dump, there's a family that lives near that place. They don't care about those children. They don't care about the health of the people that lives near where they dump. They don't care about that. They don't care about the sewage system, man. They don't care if that house is full of sewage, man. We see those in our neighborhoods, man. There are houses that are full of sewage, man. You can just sit there and be like, man, I wonder how do these people live? Their whole yard is full of sewage. There's nothing the people are doing. People will never protest. People will never do anything. Why? Because it's not affecting them. Before it happens to them, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. We don't have a sense of community within our community. We don't have the sense of pride within our communities. We are not prideful about our communities. This is why today the illegal foreigners are doing as they please within our communities, man. Children are dying. Children are consuming this stuff that they got from the Bangladeshis and the Somalis and all of these people that come from all over the place. Children are dying. There's nothing that has been done, man. Those people are still occupying those places. There's nothing that has been done. There's nothing that has been done, man. The children are being sold the drugs in the middle of the streets. There's nothing that has been done. Because the people, man, they don't care about their communities. They don't have self-respect for their communities. They don't have that. As long as they are okay, they don't care. People only care about their yards. We only care about our yards, and we expect other people to be like that. When we see things like Orania, when you see the people in Orania actually going out and helping each other and actually fixing their infrastructure, we are there bashing these people instead of saying, guys, in KZN, all of you guys must stand up and make sure that all of those people that were affected by the floods, they got the help. I'm sick and tired, man. I'm sick and tired of these people, man. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of this rhetoric that we always see online. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I always tell people that, guys, we need to have a sense of pride within our communities. As black people, we need to have a sense of pride. We need to have a sense of pride. It can be. Our communities, man, our community are a cesspool of nothing but a disgusting, I don't know what behavior. This is what we see. Young people, man. Young people, young teenagers, not even teenagers, man. These people are even barely 15, 16-year-olds, man. They were drinking alcohol all over the place, man. Going in the streets with alcohol. You would see adults celebrating, hugging these children, man. These children walking around with alcohol. This is what we endorse within our communities, man. You see old people smoking with young people, man. You know, during the festive season, man, these are the kind of things that you would see within our communities. And you sit back and you're like, man, these people, they don't have a sense of pride. We don't have a sense of pride. Now we are here online bashing the people who are actually, the only thing that these people live for is to make sure that their community is safe. There's no crime and they have no unemployment. I mean, like, this is exactly what we should be striving for. We should be striving for a place where we have no crime, where we have no unemployment. This is what we should be striving for. I mean, like, what is wrong for you guys to say that, okay, we want to be successful within our communities. We want this town of ours to be successful. We want all the firms to be to operate in this township of ours. We want everything to operate because we cannot afford to have unemployed people roaming around the streets in the middle of the day. In Orania, man, if you see someone roaming around the streets in the middle of the day, you know that person is off that day. People don't simply walk roam around in the middle of the streets there. But this is not what like black people are not like our people, man. Black people are not prepared to talk about Orania. They are not prepared to look and see what the people of Orania are doing and actually say, man, we should learn from this. I don't know how many times I'm going to come on this platform to tell the people that, guys, we need to learn from Orania. I know that in South Africa, man, I know there's still hope. I know that many people will come on this show and they will come on this video and start saying, nah, Thomas, stop speaking on behalf. You are being paid by the white monopoly capital, man. I already told you guys, man, if I was being paid by white monopoly capital, man, I would be rich as hell. I would show you my cars and my new mansion and I would get married. You know, I want to get married, guys. I want to get married, man. If I get rich, man, the first thing that I'm doing, I'm marrying this woman. I love my woman so much. This woman has been with me throughout and throughout. We need to learn, man. We need to learn. Everything that we see in Orania, man, it's completely opposite from what is happening within our neighborhoods. Everything that you see. Our streets even have potholes. The people that live in the same streets that have potholes, people will not even take a bag of cement and actually fill up those potholes, even if it's the potholes that are maybe in front of your home. People will not even do that. They don't care, man. The streets near where they live, there are potholes big as Ramaphosa's nose. You have potholes so big. The people are doing nothing about that. The people are doing nothing about it, man. If the government don't come and collect if the municipality does not send these garbage collectors, man, like there's a home within our community where everyone doesn't care about those family and those children and the people who live in that family, man. There's a house that is going to experience a huge dump there. Because that's what people are doing, man, in our neighborhoods, man. They simply go to a corner and start dumping there. They don't care about people who live near where they don't care. They don't care. They simply dump there instead of holding their government accountable and say, guys, you cannot make us live with this garbage. You cannot make us live with rubbish. You need to make sure that you collect all of those things. We have children within our neighborhoods, and right now these things, man, if they are all over the place, the children are going to get sick because of these things. It's sewage on this side, it's rubbish on this side. Man, we are literally suffering. No, this is not what people will do. People are okay with the dumping on the corners. They're okay with the dumping on the corners. They're okay. As long as they keep saying that Orania is racist, they're okay. They don't care. They don't care if Orania, man. They don't care if Orania develops the world's biggest. They don't care about that. They don't care. The only thing that people want to talk about is that Orania is racist. Why? Because Orania won't allow you in. Question comes, why would you want to go to Orania? Why would you want to go to Orania? Those people, man, have worked so hard to build their community, man. Those people have worked so hard to be where they are today. Why can't you start and build your own community like that? And you will see that you're going to protect your community the same way the people of Orania are protecting their community, man. If our people would actually start doing the things that the people of Orania are doing, our people would also be protective of their community, man. They will never allow anyone to come. They will never do that. They will never do that. They would never do that, man. If we had some sense of pride within our communities and actually did the things that the people of Orania are doing, we would actually be protective of our neighborhoods too. The reason why we are not being protective of our neighborhoods is because we are not doing the things that the people of Orania are doing. We are not. We are not. We are not. The children are all over the place, man. It's high unemployment rate, man. It's alcohol behavior. It's clubbing behavior. For those, maybe for that small portion of people that loves politics, it's identity politics, it's racial politics. This is how we are. This is how we are. So the people of this country, man, there's a long way for us. There's a long way for us because, again, what I've realized is that when I was watching online and reading these comments coming from the people saying that the people of Orania deserve this flood, the other thing that I've realized is that many of these people that are talking about what the people of Orania, quote unquote, deserves is the people that have never even experienced apartheid. These people are talking so much about apartheid, but they have never experienced apartheid. The only thing that these people have experienced is the ANC government. They have never experienced apartheid. But they are all over social media talking about apartheid, talking about these people, man, for what they have done. They have never experienced apartheid. So the politicians have won. South Africa is broken down. We are divided by race. Ngizwe Mchunu said Julius Malema must go to Limpopo where his ancestors will fully understand him. We have tribalism right now. We have racism right now in the country. The politicians have won. The politicians have officially won. Guys, I don't know what you think. Please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part is subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.